Hello friends and welcome back to Starry Night Clarity. Today we'll be doing a pick a card reading to see what happened to you in the past, what is happening to you currently, and what will happen to you in the future. So with this reading we will be able to gain some clarity on the past situations in your life, and we will be able to see what good does the future bring to you. So take your time to choose one of these three groups that we have here on the table, and for each group I have three different cards, one for the present, one for the past, and one for the future. And take your time to choose one that you truly resonate with and feel very intuitively connected to. And you can choose based on the cards or based on these crystals that we have here, and you can even pause this video to make your decision. And I will put the timestamps for each group in the video description down below, so you can click on that and get to your reading more easily. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel, because that really helps me a lot to continue doing my work and continue doing these readings on almost a daily basis for you. Also leave some comments, because I really love reading them. Tell me what would you like to see. If you have any ideas for the readings, I will be very happy to include them in my videos, so you can feel free to give me some advice in the comment section as well. And also, if you want a private reading, you need help, you need clarity, I'm always here. You can email me at my email that's also written in the video description down below. So I will be very happy to help you and give you a private reading if that is what you're seeking. Also, I have some books that I will be linking down below as well, so you can check them out. They are I believe very helpful tools to get a more positive mindset and to be able to manifest your true desires. And another one is a very good tarot reading and learning guide. So if you would like to learn how to read tarot cards, I have a book for that. It's not very long and it's very simple and easy to use, and you will find yourself knowing meanings of all of the cards and positions in different spreads and so on. So you have a lot of interesting content there, so if you would like to, you can check it out. So I will link them down below. So that's pretty much it for this intro. I hope that you have chosen your groups, and now I will begin with reading group number 1. Hi there, group number 1, welcome to your part of the video. This is your reading, and before I open these cards, I will ask you to relax and take your time to truly think about everything that happened to you in the past, especially those important moments that really left an impact on you that you are today, and truly visualize everything that you would like to have in the future. What kind of a life are you expecting and wanting for yourself? And now we will open the cards one by one to see what happened to you, what is happening currently, and what can happen to you in the future. So for the past, we have 3 of Cups, which is a card that represents celebration and joy. And it indicates that you may have recently experienced a very happy event or a celebration. You felt very connected with your people, with yourself, and you felt very positive. This type of celebration can usually be a wedding or a birth. It doesn't have to necessarily be yours. It can be your friends or family members, but it was like a very important big celebration, like a big life moment that you celebrated with people that you love. However, this card can also represent overindulgence, which shows that you may have been too focused on this pleasure and enjoyment. You may have been too focused on only having fun and not really doing the necessary work as well. So you might have rejected other important parts of your life just to have fun. So I can see that you have felt very great about yourself, you felt very positive, you spent time with your loved ones, you spent time hanging out with your friends, and you celebrated a lot of things. But only thing that I can see here as the problem is that you may be overindulged in that type of behavior, which is never good. You have to have balance between everything, between having fun and working, between work life and private life, and so on. So finding balance is the key. And now we will see how are you feeling right now. And here we have the High Priestess, even though on this card it just says the Priestess. But never mind, this is the High Priestess if you're confused by it. And this shows that this is a card that represents intuition, secrets, knowledge, and unconscious mind. So this shows that you may right now be in a state of contemplation and introspection, because you spent so much time with other people in your past, and you spent so much time celebrating and having fun, going out, being adventurous. Now you're taking some time to focus on yourself, to focus on your thoughts, intuition, knowledge. What do you want? You're trying to... I can see here that you are taking your time to truly visualize everything that you want in the future, and you want to manifest the best things for yourself. But yeah, as I said, you are in a state of introspection right now, and that is why you might currently feel a little bit uncertain about what the future holds, but you want the best for yourself, of course, and you will find it you will find the easiest way out of this fear of the future. The easiest way out is just to rely on yourself and your intuition, especially because you got the High Priestess card, which shows that your intuition will be playing a very major role in your current situation. So getting in tune with yourself, grounding yourself, meditating, focusing on yourself, focusing on positive thoughts, repeating certain affirmations, whatever you need to get in tune with yourself and your intuition will be very, very helpful in a moment like this. But this card may also be showing that you are feeling a sense of being in a liminal state, a state where you are between what is known and what is going to be yet revealed, because you had a lot of fun in the past, you really enjoyed your life, you really enjoyed your time spent with all of these people, and you felt very, very happy. But now you are aware that a certain change is coming your way, and you are trying to focus on building the best possible life for yourself, which is of course normal and very, very good. But just try not to get feared by this uncertainty of the future. I can see that you are very, how can I say it, impatient when it comes to seeing what the future brings. So taking your time, focusing on yourself and your thoughts, your intuition, take it step by step, you know. Don't hurry anywhere. You have enough time to think everything through and to get the best things for yourself, and to truly analyze every possible option that you have. And that is probably why you are here at this video. You're probably very interested about what the future has for you, and is it going to be any better or worse than the past. And for the future, you got the Tower card, which is a card that represents sudden change and upheaval, and maybe even a possible crisis. So Tower is, especially when it's upright, I always read it in the most optimistic way possible, because these changes, sudden changes and upheavals, don't have to necessarily be bad, as many people would interpret this card. I can see that many good things are waiting for you, just that you maybe aren't expecting them currently. But this doesn't mean that those things that will change in your life will have a bad impact on you and your life. That is definitely not the case here. I can see a lot of positivity waiting for you in the future. It's just that everything that you are used to is probably going to change in a completely different way, and that is why you are very intuitive. You are in tune with your intuition, as the priestess or the high priestess here says, and that is why you feel like this big change is coming, and that is why you are so shaken up by what the future is bringing, because you knew it inside of you that very big changes are on their way towards you, and everything that you used to know and the way that you used to live is no longer going to be like that, and you will find yourself in a completely new situation. But it doesn't have to necessarily be bad. You have to remember that everything that you're thinking, you're projecting it to your manifestation. So if you're keeping a positive mindset and if you're being optimistic about yourself and the future, these changes will actually bring you a very, very good and positive outcome. But the Tower shows that these changes that are unexpected and that are going to happen to you, it shows that you are probably feeling like you are not in the control of what is happening, or actually what is going to happen. Or maybe that is how you will feel when these changes take place. But you should be prepared for these changes, and whatever these changes may be in your personal or professional life, you have to be prepared. Even if you don't know every detail of how it's going to work out, still try your best to prepare yourself for these big changes in your life. Even if you don't know how to, if you are completely uncertain about what the future holds, you can still prepare yourself with keeping that positive mindset and believing in yourself and relying on people that you love, because that will truly help you to get over this very big and sudden change that is coming to you probably very, very fast. Because here I can see you already sensed this change in your life, and you already knew that it's going to happen. That's why you feel so confused. You just don't know what to expect. But in the moments like this, the most important thing is to have a positive mindset and to believe in yourself. And I can see that you have this positivity here from the Three of Cups. So just remember those days when you felt very happy, when you were surrounded by others that you love, and when you had fun, and try not to get way too nostalgic about it and think that it will never happen to you again. Just try to remember it and remember yourself, how positive you felt, how good you felt about yourself, and how you had no worries about the future. You have that inside of you. You have that optimism inside of you, and you're very in tune with yourself and your intuition, and that is going to help you to get through anything that life brings you here in the future. But big changes are on their way, so if you are expecting something to change, if you want something to change, this is a very, very good sign that it will, and it's going to happen very, very fast for you. Group number 1. So that is pretty much it that I have to say for this reading of yours. I hope that you liked it, and I hope that you're satisfied with your answers. And if you are, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you already aren't. And that is pretty much it. I'm blessing you with a lot of positive energy, and I wish you all the best. And now I will continue with reading group number 2. Hi there, group number 2. Welcome to your part of the video. This is your reading, and before I open these cards, I will ask you to relax and truly think about everything that happened to you in the past, something that left a very big impact on you, and something that made you the person that you are today. Think about everything that is happening to you currently. What do you want to change? What are you satisfied with? And also think about and visualize, what do you expect from your future? What kind of life do you want to build for yourself? And now we will see what the cards are saying. So we will be opening them one by one to reveal your past, present, and the future. For the past, you got card 9 of Swords, which shows that in the past you probably struggled with a lot of fear and anxiety. You felt very depressed, stuck in a way. You just felt very confused and lost. This probably came from your own thoughts and worries, and situations that actually happened to you in the past were much better than you actually perceived them. But this is because 9 of Swords indicates that all of the worries that we have are actually mostly are coming from our own thoughts and not from the reality. So you struggled with having a realistic image of what is happening to you, and you probably have been hurt, but not just in this quantity as you actually imagined that it was. But this shows that you probably felt stuck in this negative cycle. You felt like there is no way out of this bad situation. You felt like you will never be positive. You felt like you will never get a better outlook on your life, and you felt like there is no way out of your bad situation, even though it maybe wasn't so bad now that you look at it from today's perspective. But when this past was your present, you felt like it was the end of the world, like nothing can fix this, like there is no way out of this situation, and like you couldn't escape your own thoughts because they were so negative, and you actually wanted this positivity, and you craved this positivity. You knew that will help you, but you just didn't know how to change this mindset to a more positive one. So that's why you probably felt like you weren't so in control of your own mind and thoughts, and this was causing you a lot of distress. That is what I can see from this card. You felt very depressed, very out of your place, out of your energy completely. It just felt like everything around you is falling apart, and like you will never get what you want, like you will never manifest your desires, like there will never be a way out of this bad situation, even though the situation probably, as I said, wasn't as bad as you envisioned it then. And now we will see how are you feeling currently. Are you feeling any better? Because this is a very confusing state of mind, and I completely understand you. You know, you feel a certain way that is negative, and you feel bad about it already, and then you remember that this negativity is going to slow down your process and is going to make you feel even worse about your situation and yourself, and then you feel double the worse. And that is something that I can see happening here for you in the past. You just felt completely out of the place. But now we will see, are you feeling any better? And I can already see that you are, because you got the Emperor. This is a very strong energy coming from this card, and it shows that you have been taking steps to take control of your life and this situation that you were in. You are finally getting this strength. You're getting it back into your own energy. This is what I can see here. You probably realize that you truly have this power to shape your own reality. You realize that you are the only person that can truly change your life. You're the only person that can do certain things for yourself. Nobody else can change your situation but you. And you realize this power of yourself. You realize that you are the one that's shaping their own reality and their own destiny, and your destiny is in your hands. And that is something that you are realizing now. If you haven't already, then this reading is hopefully going to help you to realize that, because you have a lot of power, a lot of strength inside of you, and a lot of very beautiful and healthy confidence. But this also shows that you're taking certain steps to assert your authority in your professional or personal life, or it can be both. It truly depends on your situation, but you're definitely becoming more confident in your decisions, and you are taking responsibilities for your actions. You see how much you improved. From the past, I can see somebody who is afraid of the good, somebody who is afraid of the positive, somebody who is afraid of taking control of their own life because they feel like they will never get out of this situation. They feel like there is no help. And now you learn from your past, and that is a very beautiful energy, group number 2. I'm very happy for you, because you gain this confidence, you gain this strength, you understood, you understand now that you are creator of your own life and your own destiny, and that you have to be responsible for everything that you do and say, and you have to be confident, because this confidence and optimism is surely going to help you to get out of situations, no matter how bad they are. So now I can see that you finally taken off this blindfold from the past, and you're finally viewing things in a more realistic way than you usually did. And for the future, you got a very beautiful card, which is the World, and it shows that you will be successful in everything that you do, everything that you are currently imagining, everything that you currently are wanting, manifesting, however you want to call it. It's going to happen to you in the future, and probably very soon. You will feel very complete, and you will feel very satisfied, and also you will feel very proud of yourself for getting back into your own energy, because here I can see that you kind of had a sorry, I had to pause this video because my mom came into my room, but I will continue. Yeah, you had a fight with yourself here. I can see that you have been through a lot in this state of transitioning. You transitioned from being completely out of place, out of your energy, feeling completely lost, to super confident person, to super reliable person, to someone who knows their power, knows their strength, and you just needed to kind of fight with your own thoughts. And because you had so many negative thoughts and feelings here, you had to push yourself. You had to push yourself a lot. You worked very, very hard to gain this confidence. And now you know that this confidence is here for a reason. And that is why you're confident, because you managed to win over yourself. And that is the hardest battle. So this is a very beautiful energy, and that is why universe will here be rewarding you with this very powerful energy of the World card and this completion. So you will feel a sense of wholeness and satisfaction in your life, and you will be very successful in everything that you imagine, because you have this strength and power inside of you. But it also shows that you are probably now working towards a very long-term goal, and that you are about to see the fruits of this labor. So if you have been working on something for a very long time, working hard, and here in this case you worked on yourself, building that confidence, building that strength, and fighting with yourself, now you will feel much better. You will feel like your life is going in a much better direction, much more positive. You will see yourself enjoying in everything, and you will see yourself in a very, very beautiful position, and you will feel this sense of accomplishment and satisfaction, and you will be very happy about what the future has to offer, because everything that's waiting for you in the future is going to be very beautiful. I can see very good things waiting for you. Just don't be afraid to take the right steps and necessary steps to make this come true for you. But I can see that you will have no problem with this because you already built this strength and confidence. So that is pretty much it for your group number 2. I kind of made this a long one, but it's okay. I hope that you're satisfied with your answers, and I'm blessing you with a lot of positive energy. And remember, I'm very proud of you for stepping out of your own cloud of negative thoughts to give yourself a reality check, and that is why you have this confidence, and just go for it. I really love this energy from these cards. So if you like this reading, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. And that is pretty much it. I wish you all the best, and now I will be continuing with reading group number 3. Hi there, group number 3, welcome to your part of the video. This is your reading, and before I open these cards, I will ask you to relax and take your time to think about everything that happened to you, those important moments from your past that truly made you the person that you are today. Think about situations that are surrounding you currently. What do you want to change? What are you satisfied with? And think about and visualize, what are you expecting from the future? What kind of a life do you want for yourself? And now I will open the cards to see what happened, what is happening, and what will happen. And we will be opening them one by one. So first we have the past, which shows, which is represented by the card 7 of Cups. And this card suggests that you probably struggled with a lot of confusion and a lot of unrealistic expectations. You kind of had your head way up in the clouds because of this. You probably have been pulled in different directions by your own desires and wishes. You just were so confused by what to actually want, because there were so many options. And it shows that you probably struggled to make a right decision and to see the reality of your situation. You struggle with making realistic observations because your head was in the clouds so much, and you just were kind of stuck in this daydreaming state. And you had a lot of good ideas and you had a lot of good intentions, but you just lacked this realistic outlook on your situation, because you wanted everything to be perfect, but you didn't take into consideration some other things that are maybe more realistic than this. But you probably felt a sense of longing for something that is like unattainable. As I said, you wanted everything perfect. You wanted something that is not very there is no not very realistic to happen. You know, there is no way that this can happen in real life. You know, it's like saying, oh, one day I want to fly and have wings. You can want it, but is it really going to happen? No. So you probably were in this state where you kind of fooled yourself. You fooled yourself here. You can't blame other people on this, no matter in what situation you were. Let's say you were in a romantic relationship with your partner, and for example, this was your first partner ever, and then you told yourself, okay, this is my soulmate. One day we are going to marry. One day we're going to have kids, even though they were maybe uninterested. You know, okay, sorry, my phone is ringing. Okay, I'm sorry for pausing this video. A lady just called me on my phone, and I thought that it was like an emergency and I have to pause my video to answer, and then it just ended up being someone who is literally a scammer on the phone. So let's continue with this reading, but this really confused me a lot. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Wait, let me try to remember. Yeah, you fooled yourself here. You were in a situation where you wanted a very unrealistic outcome. That is the best way to put this. You wanted a very unrealistic outcome, and that is why you were kind of disappointed when you didn't get it, and you felt very bad about it because you truly thought that it was possible. So you probably chased illusions and fantasies instead of facing the reality of your situation. So no matter what kind of situation you were in, this just shows that your mindset, your outlook on the things was completely out of place, was completely unrealistic, and you lived in this daydreaming state. You wanted this fantasy of life, you wanted to manifest it, you thought to yourself that this is possible. And I always say in my videos, whatever you think about, whatever you can imagine, it is possible, because we as humans have a lot of how can I say this, a lot of strength inside of us to do a lot of great things, but we have to base them on reality. But here I can see that you completely went out of the reality, and you just wanted your life to look like a movie or a book, something that is completely unrealistic. So this was the situation here described by these 7 of Cups. So let's see what is the present holding. Are you feeling any better? And here we have the Hanged Man, which shows that you probably came to the realization that you need to let go of these illusions and unrealistic expectations. You changed your perspective. If you haven't already, then this reading is hopefully going to help you to get that understanding and to change your perspective, because Hanged Man is all about shifting perspective, changing focus to something else. And here you realize that this is not working for you. This is completely unrealistic, and this is just not good. And that is why you decided to let go of these illusions and fantasies. And you are slowly starting to accept the reality of your situation, of your life. You came to a conclusion that having realistic expectations is going to bring you much more good things than not having them. Because if you're stuck in this cloud of dreams, you're going to be stuck in that, and that is it. But if you have more realistic outlook on your situation and the things, you will be more clear-headed to solve potential problems or to get over any obstacle, to make the right decisions, and to make all of the necessary steps and actions to get the best possible outcome for yourself out of this situation. So I'm very proud of you if you already came to this conclusion. Maybe you are starting to get this realistic mindset, but I can see that change is happening here. You are shifting from one energy to a completely different one, and this is a very good sign, because you are starting to get a more realistic outlook on things, and that is always a good sign. Living in the clouds won't really help you, so this is a very, very good card here, and it shows that you probably realize that you have been holding yourself back because of these illusions and fantasies, and now you're ready to make a sacrifice in order to reach your goal. You realize that in life you have to sacrifice some things to get other things, while here you expected that everything will just poof, fall from the sky for you, and now you realize that this is not how the things are working, and that you will have to sacrifice certain things to get the best possible outcome for yourself. But I can see that you are very ready for this, and that you have a really optimistic outlook on your future, and that you believe that good things will happen to you. And I see this as well, because you managed to shift your focus, you managed to change your thought patterns, and this is a very, very good sign. You're becoming more patient, you're becoming more willing to wait for the right moment, while here you just wanted everything, and here you're more patient. You just know that good things take time, and that is a very good energy coming from you. And it shows that you probably realize that you can't control everything, and now you're probably learning to let go of everything bad that hurt you in the past, to let go of all of the maybe even embarrassing thoughts and feelings that you had here, and now you are willing to put your trust in yourself and universe, and that is a very, very good sign, and you will see yourself improving so much just because you changed and shifted your mindset. And for the future, we have the last card, which is the Star. And this is a beautiful, positive, optimistic, very, very good card for this spread, especially in the future, because it shows that very good things are waiting for you, and that you will be able to follow your dreams and reach all of the goals that you want to reach. You will be able to live this life of your dreams, but in a more realistic way. You will be able to get it because you changed your mindset and you decided to take action. You decided to trust the universe, you decided to trust yourself, and you decided that you will need to sacrifice certain things in order to get this future that you want. While in the past you were just feeling, okay, everything will happen to me and that is it. And now you realize that is not how things work, and I have to sacrifice some things. I have to sacrifice my time or my energy for this. And once you're willing to do this, and I see that you are, many good things are waiting for you in the future. You will find hope, you will find a lot of inspiration from your situations, even from this past situation. No matter how maybe bad it seems right now, or it seems like when I'm interpreting this card, you will still be able to find inspiration from this because you are still very creative. I can sense this. If you manage to live in this situation where you just expected everything to be like from a fantasy, you are very creative because you can imagine that, and that will give you a lot of inspiration for reaching your goals, but in a realistic way. And it shows that if you felt a hopelessness in the past, you will now be seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. You will see yourself in a much better position than you were in before, and that is a very good sign. I can see a very natural progress happening here, and very beautiful progress. You will be able to enjoy your journey, and you will see just many good things coming to you on the way, and you will find yourself one day living the life of your dreams because you truly have the potential to do so. And you will feel very optimistic about yourself, you will feel very confident, and you will feel like you can take on whatever comes your way. You will feel like you can get over any obstacle, and you can, because you managed to shift this focus and to shift your mindset. If you stayed in this kind of thought patterns, if you stayed in this daydreaming state, you wouldn't be able to do it so much. But now you grew as a person. I can see you truly evolved, and you will see universe rewarding you with many beautiful things because of all of the effort that you did to change your outlook to a more realistic one. But I see a very bright future ahead of you, a lot of good things, and you will probably meet a lot of good people on the way as well, and your story will inspire others and help them to get a more realistic outlook themselves. So this is a very good thing. Don't be ashamed of what happened to you in the past. We all have these kinds of moments. I can just see from this card that you probably had it in a much more longer time or in a much more bigger quantity. But now you were able to get rid of that daydreaming state, to get rid of all these illusions that you had. You shifted your perspective, and that is why many good things are coming your way, and you will be able to get everything that you want from life. You will be able to reach it. You will be able to reach your dreams and goals. So that is pretty much it for your reading group number 3. I'm already out of breath and a little bit tired, but I hope you liked it, and I hope that you're satisfied with your answers. And if you are, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you already aren't. And that is pretty much it. I'm blessing you with a lot of positive energy. I'm proud of you, and I wish you all the best, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.